The key to defeating lust is actually within the Bible. It's not counting your NoFap streak and all these other things. What you need to do is learn this information right here. Jesus says, if your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and throw it away. It is better to lose one of your members than it is your whole body be thrown into hell. If your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one of your members than it is for your whole body to go into hell. So what does Jesus mean when he says this? Is he literally telling you that you need to pluck out your eye or cut off your hand if you're committing acts of lust? No, that's not what he's saying. What he is saying is that you need to detach yourself from the old version of you who has these lustful behaviors and thoughts. So energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transmuted. This is a scientific law. So what you need to do is transmute the energy that you once gave into lust and transmute it into love. The reason why you have all these lustful thoughts, all these lustful actions is because over time you've been programmed to accept these things as part of you. So you need to identify as a new version of yourself, cut off the old parts of you that are causing you to sin, and embrace this new identity. Just as the moth is willing to die in order to know the flame, so must you be willing to sacrifice your old self in order to embody the new you with God's guidance. Many people romanticize counting a streak when they're trying to quit watching pornography or masturbation. And this causes a lot of people to actually recycle time and time again because they're constantly attaching themselves to the fact that they have this issue, quote unquote, instead of identifying as this new person who does new things and doesn't have these lustful temptations, these lustful thoughts, and these lustful actions. So you must address your overall lifestyle right now. What are the things that are causing you to lust? Are you constantly scrolling your phone in the bed? Are you following these weird accounts on social media? Are you programmed whenever you see a woman to objectify them, right? You must address these daily things that you do and make a change. Unfollow these accounts. Make a rule, no phone in the bed. Whenever you view a woman, realize that, hey, you probably have a mother, you have a sister, you have a female cousin or grandma, whatever. How would it make you feel if another man was viewing one of the women in your life that you love dearly in that objectifying manner? That'd probably make you very uncomfortable, right? So don't do that to someone else. Having these mindsets are going to be huge in order for you to detach from your old self. Because when you want to quit a bad habit, especially something that's highly addicting like masturbation or pornography, you can't just power through it. What you need to do is become the new version of yourself who doesn't do these things. So the version of you who is purpose-driven, who isn't lustful, who doesn't do these bad habits. What does this person do in their free time? What does this person think? What does this person have faith in? God, obviously. And you must make these answers for yourself. The daily actions, the things you do every single day, and embody that person in the current time. Cutting off the old you, cutting off the hand, gouging out the eye, and embracing the new version of yourself who doesn't do these things that no longer entertain you. Because if you want to quit a bad habit, you must embody this new person on a spiritual level. I've talked to hundreds of other young men regarding lust, and the biggest thing that I see is the people's attachments to their lustful behaviors. They identify as someone who has this problem, someone who is lustful, etc. Instead of identifying as this new person and living in alignment with that person every single day. Delusion is the solution. You must literally trick your brain, just as you tricked your brain in the past to think that these things are part of you. You must re-trick your brain into thinking that those things are no longer part of you, and all these new beneficial things that you want to embrace in your day-to-day life are now the new version of yourself. This is by far the most powerful technique to quit lustful thoughts, to quit lustful actions entirely. This is what worked for me. I tried counting my streak, doing all these things, the website blockers, but nothing actually changed until I changed. But once I started to embody the new version of myself, the version of me who didn't do these bad habits that I didn't want to do, if that's anything in regards to lust, if that's drinking, staying up late, playing video games, whatever it is, it all stemmed from my overall actions every single day, the little things. The version of me who isn't doing these things that I don't want to do in my day-to-day life isn't just not doing that big thing that I want to quit. They're also doing or not doing a bunch of other small things throughout the day. And that is the big key. Things like your environment, like scrolling your phone in the bed, or things like your overall mindset. How do you view women? How do you view relationships in your current time? Reframing your environment, reframing your mindsets, embracing this new identity, this new version of you who doesn't do these things is going to be the most beneficial thing for cutting out lust entirely, because this is entirely possible. A lot of people think this is extremely hard, but if I can do it, you certainly can too. And the benefits are huge. Like I said, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transmuted. So once you have all this extra energy that you used to give up to lust and pixels on a screen, you can now transmute that energy into your purpose, into what you actually want to achieve in life, like building your relationship with God, building a business, strength in the gym, just being an overall vibrant person in your day-to-day life. Cutting out lust and quitting these toxic habits like watching pornography and masturbation has drastically changed my life. If you guys want to learn more and want to connect with other like-minded people, click the top link in my description and join my free Discord community where we have a support system and so much more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys learned something new, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Peace out.